Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. Welcome back to my channel. Marietta here. To all my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. Welcome aboard. Love to have you. And to all my ones who've been rocking with me from day one, I thank God for you. I really appreciate you being here. I thank God for each and every one of y'all. I am also on a 10K journey of subscribers. I pray that those of you that are watching, so many of you are watching, but you're not subscribed, come on over and join the family. We don't do nothing but motivate, uplift, and inspire over here. We do talk about a plethora of things, but we're talking about things prayerfully that will help somebody and help somebody get to the next level in their life and to be able to enlighten you on some things. And it's like, you know, when you start to think about how you're trying to build your life, how you're trying to put yourself together, how you're everybody's talking about growth. Everybody's talking about growth and it's time to grow, but they don't tell you about the ugly side of growth. There is an ugly side of that growth that you're trying to reach. That growth will leave you by yourself. That growth will make people disengage themselves from you because of the fact that everybody does not want to see you win. That growth will cause you a lot of pain and some sleepless nights. And you will find yourself wondering, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Is it worth you putting yourself through that extra effort of building your life and trying to get yourself to the next level in life without the people that you love going with you? Growth causes you to just leave some people behind. You have to leave some people behind when you begin to grow. It stretches you. It truly does stretches you, and it makes you think on a whole new level. It makes you think on a whole new level when you begin to grow and you begin to, as they say, try to level up your life, and you begin to want to see things different, want to see things better in your life, and you start striving for those bigger and better things. You're going to have to learn how to leave some people behind, because there's going to be some people that's not going to be cheering you on. If you're one of them kind of people that you need validation from others to get to the next level, you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it, because everybody is not going to be excited about the changes that you have made in your life, especially if it causes them to not be able to be around you the way they used to be, because you got to spend more time, as they say, perfecting your craft, perfecting what it is that you're trying to do. If you want to be a YouTuber or a content creator, for instance, you're going to have to spend a lot of time thinking about your content, thinking about what it is that you're going to put out there for the people, and what it is you can offer somebody so that they may grow with you and that they may get some understanding of what kind of content you're trying to build. It takes a while for you to learn that. But when you're trying to grow, when you're talking about growth, there is a very painful side of growth. The painful side of growth is that people will disengage themselves for you. You'll find yourself standing alone. You'll find yourself taking that journey by yourself. You'll find yourself trying to make people be interested in something that they're not even truly interested in. This is why it's very important for you not to feel like you got to tell your friends or your family. Sometimes you just got to move in silence. Sometimes your growth just needs to be between you and God, because it's your journey, it's your personal journey that you're taking to try to do something better for you. A lot of people would not believe that you're even doing anything that's worthwhile until they see the growth in you, till they begin to see the change, till they begin to see you living and doing things better than what you was doing before. Until they see that, they're not going to be there to support you. And some people feel as though that even if they subscribe, somehow they feel like it's free to subscribe. Even though it's free to subscribe, sometimes you'll find that them very people that call you friends and family will not subscribe to your channel. They will not. Your biggest subscribers are going to be from strangers. Your biggest supporters are going to be strangers. The people that are going to rock with you from day one are going to be people that you've never met before. People that you've never seen before. So this is why it's better for you not to sit up and worry about if your friends are going to subscribe, if your church family is going to follow you over, if somebody's going to see your video and hopefully they'll subscribe and push you. No, they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that, because that's not who they are. This is how you know whether you only really want, let's put it this way, you really truly only want those to subscribe that really want to be there with you and really want to see you win on your journey and ready, willing, and able to support you through this YouTube journey. You really want those people in your life. Growth really does hurt. Growth will make you see some things that you really did not want to see, that were perfectly all right in your life, because you can't close the You may have had some kind of inkling that some people were not for you, but because you closed the eye to it and you looked the other way because you wanted some people around you and you didn't want to lose that friendship or you didn't want to lose that family member and you did not want to lose that connection, so you wanted to keep some people around you. But when you begin to grow, growth will make you see, open your eyes as well for you to see who's for you and who's not. Growth will make you see that you could be pouring out 1,000 times into somebody else's life. You could be speaking life into their life 24/7. You could always want to see the best for them, but when it comes to you, baby, you will find that you will be standing by yourself. You will be standing by yourself, working hard to build by yourself, and there'll be nobody to cheer you on. This is why I say you got to find some love within yourself. You got to learn how to encourage yourself. And if you have not learned yet how to encourage yourself, it's time now. While you're building this YouTube channel, it's time now. Whatever endeavors you have in life that you feel that you're trying to get to that are important to you, it's time now for you to learn how to encourage yourself. Because if you have not learned how to encourage yourself, you're going to go through a lot of pain, a lot of hurt when you begin to grow. When you begin to grow and you begin to feel yourself being stretched and pulled and bent and turned in all different kinds of directions, and you don't have nobody to turn to, nobody wants to call you, nobody wants to talk to you about it, nobody's interested, nobody's excited about what you're excited about, you could be overjoyed for whatever somebody else is going through. But you will realize that when it comes to you, people will not give you the same love, the same joy, the same peace, the same scream that they want from you when they're doing great things. It's just the reality of it all. Don't ask me why it's like that. I do not know why people are like that. And if you do know and you know some people like that, please type it in the comments. This is a conversation that can be opened up a plethora of ways with different people. So if y'all feel like y'all have ever been through this, you feel like your growth have left people behind that you really wanted to support you or you thought was going to support you, did you think they was going to be happy for you? Type it in the comments, because these are things that we need to bring to the forefront so that we can open up a conversation. And maybe some of those people that are living life through this will understand why they're standing by themselves in the middle of their growth. Why does growth leave you standing by yourself? Why does growth hurt? Why is it so painful for you to grow? Why is it that you have to feel as though that you have to go it alone when it's your turn to grow, but you always there to help stretch somebody else and to be there to help them grow? Sometimes you got to realize, and you just got to get a reality check and see what's going on with you. And this is where I say your energy, you need to protect it. If it's not reciprocal, it's time for you to let it go. You got to have to protect the energy around you. It's like saying that you really have to pull back. Just call a thing a thing. Sometimes you have to pull back and just sit back and watch. Get to know the people around you. Don't be so gung-ho to just put yourself out there. If they don't ask, don't offer. If you're not invited, do not invite yourself into that situation. If they're not calling you, stop calling them. This is what you're going to have to do. And you're going to have to learn to build a life without those that do not want to be around you. It does not want to be with you. It doesn't matter who they are, what walks of life they come from. You got to understand that you got to protect your peace as well. You are worth loving too. You deserve to have decent people around you as well. You don't have to put up with all them negative, ignorant spirits. Because you're doing better now, you're trying to grow. But they liked you when you was ignorant. They liked you when you was disrespectful. They liked you when you was drunk. They liked you when they can borrow money from you and not give it back to you and just talk down to you any kind of way. But when you realize who you are and you realize that you're the head and not the tail, they liked you before you gave your life to Christ. And now that you're a child of God, they think they can put their mouth on you and use you as a doormat. The devil is a liar. When you begin to stretch, something begins to happen. Something begins to happen. Something begins to happen when you begin to stretch. Your growth is going to cost you some things. Your growth is going to cost you some things. It's going to cause you to see some things. It's going to cause you to go through some things. Be prepared. I don't want you to be caught blindsided like I was. I don't want you to feel as though that everybody's going to, for you to win. People are not going to clap for you like you clapping for them. You just a happy-go-lucky person and you just feel it for everybody. And then when you don't get that from you, because everybody's not you, you looking for you and other people. Stop looking for you and other people and begin to build you even if you got to build you by yourself. Growth hurts. Growth will teach you some things. Growth will let you see some things. Your vision will become very clear when you begin to grow. You will begin to see who's for you and who's not. There will come a time that you will end up by yourself, standing alone, wondering, how did it get here? What's wrong with it? They'll seem strange to you, but you think it not strange. The fiery trials that come to try you as if something is wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. You're just growing. You're being stretched. You're standing alone. You're getting stronger. You're beginning to evolve, and you're getting to know who you are. And while you're learning who you are, those that are for you are going to have to fall off because there's a new creature being developed. So therefore, when there's a new creature being developed, there's going to have to be some new people and new situations and new outcome out of that situation because you're going through growth. You're going through growth. And when you begin to grow, things begin to change. Things begin to change in your life. Just think about it. When you was a child, you acted as a child. Now you're grown. There are some things and places and situations that you used to be in, go to, and that you talked about and walked in, that you don't walk in those rooms no more. Why? Because now you're grown. So growth does hurt. Growth will make you go through some things. It'll make you go through your feelings. It'll make you sort out your feelings. It'll make you see if you're walking around with your feelings on your sleeve. It will strengthen you in the midst. It will strengthen you because you will understand that you can't make other people do for you what you do for them, or do with you what you do for them, or be there for you like you're there for them. You're just going to have to learn that there's going to come a time in your life that it's just you and God. That's it. And your growth journey, whatever you're going through in this life, whatever it is, accomplishments you're going to make, you sometimes going to have to understand that you're going to have to, for you. Clap for you. You clap for you. You cheer you on. You be your biggest cheerleader. You begin to encourage yourself. You begin to walk in it. You begin to just dust your shoulders off and say, okay, I can see I got to do this alone. I can see, and you will find that you will be okay. You and God. The word says he would never leave you nor forsake you. If you just look around, you'll realize that he's still right there with you in the midst. And this is how you're being built. This is exactly how your strength is going to show up in you. This is how you're going to see those things that you have been waiting to happen or waiting to evolve inside of you. All of a sudden, you're going to be a whole new person. A whole new person. And a happier person. Because the accomplishments you made them. You made them, you did them, you worked them, you put them into play, and you watched them come to pass. You did that. God ain't gonna let nobody get his glory. In order for God to get the glory out of your life, he had to separate you for some things. So he had to separate you from some people, places, and things. He got to put you over here so you can stand alone, so you can begin to stand like a baby all over again. But this time when you grow up, you're gonna be grown. This time when you grow up, you truly gonna be grown. And you're gonna be able to stand, and you're gonna be able to, as they say, put your shoulders down and relax in your comfort zone because God got you. And that's when you realize that you have grown, and growth does hurt. You ever heard a doctor say they're having growing pains? Them growing pains can walk you right straight on through life. No matter how old you are, you still be having growing pains. Because the things that you go through in life, as you grow through them, they do hurt. They do hurt. Some of them don't always feel good. You will go through the growing pains of life, but guess what? One good thing about it, if you allow yourself to go through it, you shall pass the test, and that too shall pass, and you will be able to stand, and you will be able to look back on that thing, and you'll be able to say, I did it. I did it. I made it. I made it. I made it through that thing. Even when I thought it was going to take me out, even when he thought it came to take you out, it didn't come to kill you. It came to build you. You didn't understand. It didn't come to destroy you. It came to make you. It makes you who you are. It's the reason why you're standing strong right now as the woman or man of God that you are. It's the reason why you can see things in a different light right now is because you went through some stuff. People that have not been through stuff are not ready for even what's getting ready to happen in the world today. You got to have gone through some stuff. You got to be able to grow. Growth hurts. Growth hurts. Growth hurts because some of the same people that you thought was going to go with you through your growth, they got to fall off. It has to happen. It happened. I just hate to be the bearer of bad news because I'm so positive, so loving, and so caring. And I want you to win. I want to inspire you, and I want to motivate you. And this is why I got to tell you the truth. I got to tell you exactly what God loves. He is a jealous God. So when he puts you by yourself and he separates you from all the other people, all the doubting Thomas, and get all the noise out of your face so that your vision will be clear and you can put your blinders on and you can't see nobody but him, that's when you begin to grow. That's when you're going to go through something. That's when you're going to be purified and he'll burn all the impurities off of you, and your growth, which shows up with a finished product when you go back on the potter wheel and he got to rebuild you, that growth hurts. That growth hurts. Anything you break down and have to build back up, it hurts. It hurts. But I've been through that, and I know what it is to be broke down and to be built back up. So I pray that this message find you in good health. I pray that you continue to grow. I pray that you allow yourself to go through the process of what growth is in your life. Whatever you're going through, grow through it. Go through the growing pains. You will be just fine. You will come out like pure gold, and you will be standing. You'll have a testimony out of this world, because growth does hurt. It will stretch you. It will make you. It would even break you. But growth will actually is necessary. It is necessary for your good, for you to grow through some things, and that way you don't have to worry about who talked about you. You won't worry about that no more. You'll smile through that. You don't have to worry about who left you, because as long as they gone, you will always be excited. You'll be happy, and you don't have to worry about nobody taking you through no unnecessary fools. You don't worry about nobody using you. You ain't got to look over your shoulder. You ain't got to worry about who's trying to mistreat you, who's trying to lie on you or steal from you. You ain't got to worry about none of that as long as they go. This is growth. This is growth, y'all. Growth will take you down the road where you will look back and you'll say, why was I worried about that? Why did I care about that so much? Why doesn't it bother me now? Because I'm grown. Because I didn't grow through it. Because I done went through the hurt and the pain and the anguish of it. I done cried about it. I done sat there and now I can laugh about it. Because I done growed up. And I realized that there are some things that just have to happen. There's nothing new under the sun. Go through the growing pains, the growing process of your life, and you will find yourself in a better place. And those things that you think come to take you out, you will realize that they don't hurt no more. They don't even sting. First of all, being a child of God takes the sting out of just about anything and everything you go through, even death. It would take the sting out of it. Why? Because you know that you're loved. You know that God loves you. If nobody else don't love you, if they don't know how to love you, just continue to stay in your word and continue to let God keep raising you up and go through the growing pains of life. Because in this life, you're always going to go through something. You're always going to go through something as long as you're breathing and you live in this life. So just know that you're not alone. Just know that you're not alone ever, because he said he would not leave you nor forsake you. So the growth that you're going through, you have to go through it. You have to go through it in order for you to get to your next destination. In order for you to be able to level up in this life, there's some growth that has to happen. So just know that you're growing and you're right where you should be, and allow the growing process to take place, and you will be just fine. Now, with that being said, that is my motivation for this evening, my inspiration, and I just want to let y'all know that I love y'all. I'm just excited about where God is taking us. I'm just so excited about this channel, and I pray that each and every one of you that is watching that have not subscribed, come on in and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 10K subscribers, so y'all come on in and join the family, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Be blessed.